Coming back from the gym, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton were on. And I think both of those guys are complete idiots. They were saying that they thought Trump gave an incredibly effective speech. They thought it was one of the best speeches they've ever heard anyone give. I just did a video on it. This was before I left to the gym. The guy's a complete moron. All he does is repeat all the crap he always talks about. It's a complete joke. I did learn some information that I found most interesting. The Secret Service snipers have a green light. They don't have to ask anyone for approval. If they see someone with a weapon, they can take them out. I did a video yesterday where reportedly one of those agents said he was denied a green light. And if you listen to the shots being fired, it's bang, 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 bang. So as soon as the shooter let off a volley, he was terminated by the Secret Service sniper. That by itself is concerning because, again, we were told that he was denied approval to shoot when he thought that he should shoot. The other thing that we learned is that they meaning the authorities, were concerned that there's someone walking around that had a rangefinder. That was for over an hour before the shots were fired. And what doesn't make any sense is if they had any concern at all about someone walking around with a rangefinder, they should have shut down the rally, taken Trump off the stage. But they didn't. There's a clip here put up by Fox, written by Chris Eberhardt, Eberhart, published on the 19th. Congress denied access to crucial Trump protection plan, screams cover your ass mode expert. Congress was denied access to the ops report, which details the protection plan for Trump rally. Now there's an 11-minute and 35-second clip, and that's when the senators are going after, and they're trying to get the director of the Secret Service to answer a series of questions, and she just kept walking. They should have been a little bit more concerned because she's armed. She has a weapon on her. And the way they were dogging her, things could have gotten ugly. Butler, Pennsylvania. Congress was denied access to the integral ops report that details a protection plan for former President Trump's rally, according to a lawmaker who was at Wednesday's FBI briefing and spoke to Fox News Digital on the condition of an enemy. Paul Morrow, the attorney and retired NYPD inspector, said the ops report should detail who was supposed to cover the area of the roof that Thomas Matthew Crooks fired from. If there was no ops plan done, or it didn't cover that rooftop, whoever signed off on it failed badly, Morrow said. Remember what the director of the Secret Service said? The reason that they didn't cover that with snipers is because it was a sloped roof. What do you think the other snipers were on? They were on a sloped roof. Obviously, she's not very bright. The detailed written plan was in the hands of the FBI as of Thursday afternoon, according to Morrow, who said the information came from a source. I absolutely 100% trust. The FBI declined to comment. You can't trust anyone. Somehow, Crooks 20 fell through the cracks despite several reported sightings as early as an hour before he opened fire on a crowd of people in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. One bullet nicked Trump's ear and may have killed him if Trump didn't move his head at the exact moment. A beloved former fire chief, Corey Copramate, died while shielding his wife and daughters from a hail of bullets, and 2 other men were seriously wounded. Now, I don't want to take away anything from Corey Copramate, but I don't think he had a chance to do anything. I think he got hit in the head, boom, and he was dead. The shots were too quick for anyone to try to alert anyone else or to try to shield them by covering them with your own body. That's just sort of what I think. And again, I don't want to take anything away from him. The man, I think, should go down as a hero, but I think that he just died instantly. This was something very, very badly planned, Morrow said. Just the idea that they had Trump in a car and couldn't get the car off the grounds because it was locked is unbelievably irresponsible. Trump with his stupid hair. Typically, there's a dedicated hospital car and an evacuation plan with a driver who knows the direct route to the hospital, Morrow said. That tells me that this thing was done very casually, very under-resourced, and there was no managing mind over the whole thing, he said. I am in total agreement. There wasn't an incident commander. Nobody was really in command. Maybe on paper there probably was, but whoever it was asleep at the switch. Morrow said they were lucky Trump didn't sustain a more serious injury. Personally, I think that the plan was to have him get snuffed. And I think the shooter was an MK Ultra graduate. And they had to kill him to silence him. Now the lawmakers are being blocked from seeing the report, and the Secret Service was quick to point the finger at local police. It screams they're in cover-your-ass mode, he said. There's a lot of culpability in this idea that, oh, the locals blew it. That idea is already starting to fall apart. After 26 seconds of gunfire, Crooks was neutralized on the roof that was about 150 yards from the podium where Trump stood when he was shot. You know how quick 26 seconds is? That's a short period of time. And that included all the shots being fired by Crooks as well as the snipers. Nearly a week after the shooting, there are many unanswered questions and apparent lapses in planning and or execution. The next step in Monday's House Oversight Committee hearing, where lawmakers will question Secret Service Director Kimberly Chattel, who agreed to comply with the committee's subpoena. She's going to get fired, and she should get fired, and having women as Secret Service agents, with all due respect, is a joke. You need 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", stocky men, not 5'2" weak women. It is good that Comer immediately announced that he would have oversight looking at this, and that he was going to be using the House subpoena power because you need somebody looking over the shoulder of the task force investigation, this Morrow said. Realistically, they can say they're doing it in conjunction with the Pennsylvania State Police, blah, 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 blah. But the FBI is doing this, and I'm sorry, I don't trust their leadership. Well, the FBI is a joke. They're the ones that looked into the laptop of Hunter Biden. I mean, the FBI is a complete joke. All the agencies are. He said they've been way too many failures of late, and he said it's imperative to have somebody looking over the shoulder during the investigation. Personally, I think Trump is endangering spectators or events, people that go to his rallies. He's endangering their lives because they're not going to stop until they neutralize him. Earlier this week, the Department of Homeland Security Office of the Inspector General began its review to examine the process implemented by the United States Secret Service to secure the July 13th political campaign event. Well, obviously they didn't secure it. I mean, they were looking for a guy for an hour with a rangefinder. I mean, how irresponsible was it to allow this venue to continue? They were also reviewing the Secret Service counter-sniper team, preparedness and operations. Well, as I said, and this needs to be verified, but the Secret Service counter-sniper team have a green light. If they feel that someone needs to be neutralized, they can neutralize them. And having a guy laying on the roof with an AR-15 is a pretty good reason to neutralize him. And you can see they got him in the scope. They're looking at the guy for, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Our objective is to determine the extent to which the Secret Service counter-sniper team is prepared for and responds to threats and events attended by designated protectees, the DHS OIG said in a statement. Well, like I said, we need to verify this, but my understanding is that they have a green light to kill anyone that they feel is a threat. The office continues to consider other reviews related to USSS, United States Secret Service programs and operations that may arise. DHS OIG will coordinate its review with other law enforcement partners as appropriate. And again, there's a video where you can hear how all the senators are trying to dog the director of the Secret Service, Kimberly Seattle. And again, you know, she's armed. And she could have snapped. I'm glad she didn't. But once again, she could have snapped. I'll attach the link. Look at it. Let me know what you think. You sure as hell know what I think, don't you?